Notice of the doubled-in stereo. Our doubled-in car stereo is made according to the standard size. It is compatible with two installation measurements, 178 by 100 mm and 190 by 116 mm. Please measure the compatibility of your dashboard before purchase. If your stereo does not fit the sizes above and you still want a perfect installation, then you need to purchase a dash kit. By searching the car's VIN, vehicle identification number, brand, and model online, it is easy to find the correct aftermarket parts with universal mounting bracket kit. If they don't fit either, you can try to use your original bracket or search the car's VIN, brand, and model online to find the correct aftermarket components. Our device comes with an ISO bare line. If your factory's cable is not an ISO interface one, and in case you don't have one, then you have to purchase an aftermarket cable if you don't want to cut your factory cable. Notice 2. If your unit fails to save channels or loses the memory function, it is because the ACC line, red line, is reversed with the B+ line, yellow line, during installation. Notice 3. When your phone mirroring is not functioning, unplug the factory cable of the phone repeatedly to solve the problem. Notice 4. If the touchscreen is not working, you can press the res with a toothpick to reset the unit. Notice 5. Our products are made of high temperature resistant materials, better installation and high temperature resistance than stainless steel products. It can withstand a maximum temperature of 60 Celsius and a minimum temperature of -40 Celsius. Special notice, please contact us via email if you have any problem. Please continue watching the rest of the video. Doubled-in stereo installation guide and functions introduction. Installation guide 1. Connect the power cable of the doubled-in stereo with the plug-in, then plug them into the power port of the doubled-in stereo. The car owner needs to purchase a plug-in that matches the car. Then, connect the power plug on the car and the stereo plug to the plug-in. Machine is on. Installation Guide 2. We need to get a multimeter first. Set the dial at 20 volts. Put the red probe on the metal plate and the black probe on the ignition keyhole. Like shown on the multimeter, 12 volts indicate the power cable. Then, find the B+ cable of the doubled-in stereo. Connect the cable with the power cable. Wrap the connector with duct tape to prevent loosening. Then, find the ACC power cable. Turn the ignition key to ACC position. Put the multimeter black probe on the ignition keyhole and the red probe on the metal plate in the connector. If the multimeter indicates 12 volts, then the cable is ACC power cable. Look for the cable labeled ACC on the doubled-in stereo. Connect it to the ACC power cable. Do remember to wrap the connectors with duct tape. Now, set the multimeter to audible beep mode to locate the GND cable. Same method with black probe on the ignition keyhole and red probe in the connector. If the reading is 0 and comes with an audible beep, that is the GND cable. Connect the GND cable. Now, we look for the headlights cable. Now the multimeter shows 0, but after the lights are on, if we measure the voltage the same way and reads 12 volts, then it is headlights cable. Look for the cable labeled Illumi. Connect it to the headlights cable. Now we look for 4 sets of stereo cable. Each set of cables should read 0.4 ohms on the multimeter. How to measure? Put both black and red probes on the metal plates in the connector. You need to find any of the 2 cables in the same color, like these 2 white cables. Connect them with the stereo cable you just measured. Find the second set of stereo cable with the same method. Notice that the multimeter should read 0.4 ohm to be correct. Connect the second set with the same method, and move on to the third and fourth set of stereo cable with exactly the same method. All 4 stereo cables, power cable, ACC power, Illumi cable, GND cable, should be properly connected. Now, plug in the connector for a test run. Now, we connect the reverse gear cable. This cable is acquired from behind the reverse light. We need to check if this cable is working. First, put the car into reverse. Put the black probe on the ignition keyhole, the red probe on the reverse cable. The reading is 12 volts, the car is working. When we put the car back into neutral, the reading is 0 volts. This is the reverse cable and is usable. And then we find the cable labeled with reverse in. Connect it with the reverse cable. Plug them into the double-in stereo and run a test on the connection. Put into reverse The image is great. Then the connection is complete. After the connection is completed, troubleshoot with the guidance below if you encounter the following problems. If no image is shown when in reverse, the screen outputs no signal, we need to check if the reverse line is loose. If yes, make sure it is connected tightly. Let's put into reverse and have a look. There you go, problem solved. If we put into reverse and the reverse interface doesn't show, we need to check if the reverse control cable is loose or broken. Reconnect the cable and wrap up with duct tape to solve the problem. Let's have a test. When the radio doesn't output any sound, if you can't fix it with the volume button, we need to find a pin-shaped object to press the res button to solve the problem. The second way to troubleshoot is to disconnect the power and reconnect. Doubled-in car stereo speaker functional introduction. This doubled-in stereo implements an HD capacitive screen with a resolution of 1024 by 600. Compared to the resolution of 800 by 480, it has much better definition and saturation. Please allow me to introduce the function to you. First off, this button. Mic is the internal microphone. Res is the reset button. If the machine runs into simple errors, res can solve the problem. This button is the power off button. This is volume up. This is volume down. Our doubled-in stereo features dual USB plus an SD card reader design. This USB port supports 2.0 amp fast charge. This one is the SD card reader, and this USB port can read thumb drives, capable of music and video playback. At the same time, when we play music or video through a thumb drive, we can plug our phone onto the fast charge USB to charge. Remember that this fast charge USB doesn't support thumb drives. Now, I'll introduce the functions of the product. On this interface, we can see Bluetooth. This Bluetooth is the 5th generation, with better compatibility and faster transmission compared to the 4th. This interface is the radio. This is the USB. Now, let's connect our phone via Bluetooth. First, go to Settings. Turn on Bluetooth. Look for Car Kit. And press Connect. The password is 0000 if required. After we are connected via Bluetooth, we can play music wirelessly from our phone. We are actually playing music. It is capable of Bluetooth wireless playback. We can download our contacts in our phone to the screen. Press this button. Then, if anyone calls us or send message to us, their name will be displayed. You see? That's the feature of Bluetooth. This is the function of the radio. How can we switch channels? Long press this button and it will automatically search for the next program. The menu of our radio supports FM and also AM. You can store 18 channels on the FM and 12 on the AM. This one is FM. Now we need to switch channels. FM1, FM2, 12 channels, FM3, 18 channels. We can also store AM channels. AM1, this is AM2. Then how to save? We can now see 603. Long press the 603 button, it will be swapped to the 522 channel. Long press to save. Very simple. On every page of the screen, we have a little sun on the menu. This is the brightness adjustment button. Now it's day mode. Press once into night mode. Press again to turn off the screen. This setting can ensure the safety while we drive. Press here to go back to home page. The next feature is USB. Let's prepare a thumb drive first. Plug it into the reading port. Make sure the orientation is correct. Now we can read music files and photos inside. You must download the files in formats shown in the instructions. If the files are unreadable, check if the files are in correct formats. This is video. We can clearly see the definition is great, as well as the saturation. The color looks great. This is the HD screen demonstration. This is fast forward. I think you know how to use it. Simple. When we listen to music, this unit has integrated DSP, capable of adjusting EQ on 16 bands. Press here, see? This one we built in a lot of modes. This one is standard. We can choose whichever we prefer. The last mode is custom mode. You are free to make your own EQ. We can adjust the sound quality according to our preferences. See? All adjustable. You can put the center of the sound to the driver's seat. This is a great feature. Sound quality adjust, awesome. All adjustable. This is the musical features to you. Now let's go back to the home page and have a look on other features. Our unit is capable of connecting Apple phones via CarPlay and Android phones via Auto and MirrorLink. Now let me demonstrate how to connect via CarPlay. First, we need the data cable from our phone. Plug it into the USB reading port. An LED light will be displayed here. Now we connect. Press OK. We can make phone calls, voice calls, no problem. The voice assistants will be functioning as well. Hey Siri. Navigate to Canada. We can control it with voice, very smart. We can navigate, listen to music, receive or make phone calls, receive messages, totally fine. Let's unplug it now. When we are connected via CarPlay, if the co-driver wants to charge, we've already reserved a fast charging USB port for that. You can plug here to charge your phone. Very convenient. Now let me demonstrate the Android MirrorLink. Make sure you use the factory cable for data transfer to prevent errors. Press OK. Start now. Now all the applications are mirrored to the dash screen. We can see on landscape the dash will display in landscape too. You can go watch TV or video if you like. No problem at all. Now, I'll demonstrate the mirroring feature on Apple phones. Still require a factory data cable. Plug it in. All apps are on the screen. We can project a movie, see? Absolutely fine. Remember to stay connected via Bluetooth, otherwise the playback will be muted. Now, let's do Android Auto. Do remember that we need to press on the function we need to use and then plug in the factory data cable. The function will be engaged automatically. Now we are in the interface of Android Auto. We can use voice assistants. Including some corresponding apps inside. We can also download some of our favorite apps. No problem for receive and making phone calls and receiving messages. Let's have a look in these settings. These are important stuff. We can choose multiple languages. Simple. This is the brake detection. If we want to play movie while we drive, it must be turned off. If it is on, no image will be displayed. We have an LED setting here. You can choose the color you prefer. We can set the car manufacturer logo on Start screen. This one supports aux video output too. We can also plug in an additional DVD player. If you want to play DVD, this doubled-in stereo can support DVD playback. Another function is front view. You can additionally install a front view camera. Our doubled-in stereo includes an 8-light HD night vision backup camera in the package. With 170 degrees field of view and waterproof, exposure-proof reverse camera. Auto-switchable when in reverse. Very easy to use. If there is any question, please contact us via email as soon as possible. We will provide after-sales service continuously. Thank you for your support and hope you have a wonderful user experience. Thank you.